Well, this is not a teardown I was planning on making, but apparently my height adjustable desk just died. I tried adjusting the height and it showed EO8, error 8, and then I heard a bang and my battery backup triggered. Seems like my computer and everything's fine still, hopefully, but this will not fire up now, and I can't tell for certain. It does have a little bit of a funny smell, but I don't know if it's me or if it's just the thing itself. So I gotta tear it apart. Also, it's a JCB36N2B-110. Duty cycle 10%. I don't think I've exceeded the duty cycle. I don't raise and lower my desk that much. But I paid a lot of money for that desk last year. So I'm gonna be pretty pissed off if this exploded on me. I don't know what happened. Also, this did like screw up. I don't understand why that'd cause my battery backup to trigger. And hopefully it didn't damage anything else. If this did blow up internally. Also, maybe nothing's wrong with it. Who knows? Maybe my desk just doesn't turn on anymore. I will say though, if this desk died on me, it's the last sit-standing desk I'll ever buy. Cause yeah, I got it used, but I mean, I feel like despite the 10% duty cycle that this label says, I feel like I should be able to handle raising my desk up and down a couple times a day for many years straight. Well, I don't know how old this desk is. Let's see, is there a date code on here? No date codes that I see. See, barcode? I don't even think that's a serial number. Question is, if it did blow up, what's wrong with it? Also, I don't think I exceeded the weight capacity of the desk. I have 3 monitors, a monitor stand, an empty R520 case to raise my monitor stand, and an HP printer, plus a lot of random knickknacks. So here's the bottom of it, power supply board right here. This has been plugged in fairly recently, so I probably should be careful where I put my fingers. This does look to be all just loose, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bottom back on. Oops. I'm just going to take the top off. Ta-da! Pretty good sized cap there. I don't see anything visually obvious. Just gonna look here with my own eyes for a second. I can see if there's a fuse. I don't see a fuse. Don't really understand why this isn't powering up. No, that'd be probably DC output. I wonder if the motors are 120 volts, but that doesn't really make sense. They should be DC, I would assume. I don't know what this output does. Got some data connectivity on this end. Oh, I don't know what that pop was. Pop, bang, whatever it was. I'm just looking here. I mean, there's nothing that's visually damaged. That might be a fuse right there between the power input and the connection. Got a full bridge rectifier over here connected to this heatsink. Giant filter cap. Presumably more filter caps. And obviously the DC conversion going on in the middle there. Got a row of opto isolators between the blue transformer and the yellow transformer. And then probably some transistors that are doing DC conversion. I'm not quite sure why there's so many wires going from the power supply to the controller board, or the brains. Let's see here. Oh, okay. These are labeled here. AC, motor 1, motor 2. I'm not sure what HS stands for. An F. So I'm guessing some of this is backfeeding and going out to here. So I wonder how they're doing isolation then. I'll flip it back over. I mean, you got isolation gap right here. And then kind of along the side here. So, oh, so the little wires, those white ones that you see right now, those are what's feeding the motor. So that's going down this side, and that's why you got the isolation gap here. But I don't know what the bang sound was. I wonder if maybe one of the motors blew up. I don't know if the motors in the stand have any intelligence to them, but I don't know. And that's what the controller chip is. M9S8PA32A. Should recognize that logo, but I'm drawing a blank like usual. Do have a little Texas Instruments chip there though. 87AC73K. I think that's part number at least. And I got a handful of relays. Looks like they're 10 or 12 amp rated depending on the voltage. I wonder why there's two. Because I think it'd be cheaper. Oh well, no. You'd have? I think I know why there's two. I was thinking to use a double pole, double throw relay, so you can change direction by reversing the wiring. Now, granted, with as much connections there, it'd be interesting to know if it's just a DC motor with a Hall effect sensor, or if it's a stepper motor. But yeah, I'm guessing they're using the pair of relays so they can have the motors in an off state while also flipping polarity back and forth appropriately to get the direction that you want to go. And let's see if I can get on that transistor there. No, it's not going to work. Oh, look at my own eyes. Oh, well, there's nothing to see because they laser etched the surface off. Nice. So I suspect that the transistors, there's a diode as well, might be something to do with voltage regulation for the motor outputs. Just curious. Trying to figure out. I wonder if these, well, no. Interesting. I'm just trying to figure out why there's so many wires. So obviously these wires here are going to the motor connection. Easier to flip if I have it the right way. I don't want to touch anything. So those, alright. So the red and the black are power and the rest of these must be data. Interesting. Well, I guess that makes sense because it's in line with this. Looks like basically these two strips here, shouldn't be getting too friendly with this, but these two strips here are the power delivery for the motors, and then everything in the middle is the logic. And then this is the power that's driving the board. I would suspect, just from my amateur opinion, that the motors are running off this power, but then you see what looks like a bunch of power regulation stuff here almost. That would be controlling voltage for the microprocessor and whatnot. So, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on here yet. Maybe the transformer exploded. I don't see any scorch marks. I feel like it'd stink really bad if if it exploded. It does smell a little funny, but I think that's just the smell this thing has. So, yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure out what's wrong with my desk, I guess, but that's gonna be a different time because I'm in the middle of stuff right now. So, hopefully at least getting to see the inside of this control box was interesting, and thanks for watching.